If you do these things in 30 days, your life will literally be different. The first thing that you need to do is you need to examine the people you spend most of your time with. The saying goes that you are a sum total of the 5 people that you spend most of your time with. If you look around and you see that those 5 people are not the type of person that you want to become, it's gonna explain a lot. When I was single and I wanted to be married, guess what? I got me some married friends. When I was super broke and wanted to aspire to making more money, guess what? I started hanging around people that were making more money. If you only hang around the people that are where you are in life, you're not really going to be able to grow to that next level. And it's not to throw shade at your long-term friendships, but at the same time, just because you went to high school with somebody or elementary school with somebody doesn't mean that they're going to be able to go with you through all of life. And it's okay. Every time you separate from somebody, it doesn't have to be because of animosity. We have to get better at learning how to end relationships without it being this incredibly dramatic thing. Like, I hate you now. Like, no. It's okay to say, I respect and I value what you were to me in my life then, but I also recognize that we're not that anymore. The next thing you need to do is cut off dead end relationships. I know it can be really hard to walk away when you have invested your time and sometimes even your body into romantic relationships, but you have to also get to a point where you realize it is never going to work with this person. You guys, I was in this on and off relationship with this guy for literally like 5 years. When I finally said enough is enough, and not again in some crazy dramatic way, but I was just like, hey, like, this is honestly not gonna work. I can see that I am not the person you are looking for. Literally 2 weeks later, I met my husband. 2 weeks, you guys. Just imagine if I had the energy or the wherewithal to just walk away sooner. And one of the really important things about walking away from these types of relationships is realizing that ending it is not a reflection of your value. Just because somebody cannot see your value does not mean you are not valuable. It is not you being rejected because you are not worth being with. It is just an accepting of the fact that you're not the person for them. Stop wasting your time with somebody that you are never going to be the person for. If they wanted to marry you, if they wanted to be with you, if they wanted to take you seriously, they would have done it already. My husband married me 6 months after we met. Like, it doesn't take that long to figure it out. Any guy will actually tell you that. If you want to transform your life immediately, walk away. Now, the next step is really simple and really practical. Put in the work it takes to have the life you want. You guys, I don't care how many vision boards you make or how much time you sit down manifesting the life of your dreams. If you do not actually do the work that it takes to be the person you want to be, you will not see it. For some of you, that may mean going back to school. For others of you, it may mean really doing the work of working on yourself single now that you're leaving that dead-end relationship. For some of you, it may mean practicing a trade or any number of things. What I'm saying is, no matter what you want to do in life, it's going to take work. Even when you look online and you see influencers, behind the scenes, it's a lot of work to record and edit videos, etc. There is no level of success you will achieve in life that does not require some level of work to get there. The next thing is change your spending habits. Now, this isn't just a thing for if you're broke. Like, literally being more intentional about the way you spend your funds, even if you have an abundance of resources, it's going to change the way you live your life. It's going to create a wealth mindset instead of a spender mindset, which actually changes the way that you carry yourself in a variety of situations. It will take you from being the person that is constantly influenced by everyone saying, don't walk, run to go buy this thing, to finding out what you actually like, what you actually value, and making sure that that's what you're spending your resources on. Also, you won't find yourself just having all this cluttered stuff around you, things you don't even use, but you bought just because you were influenced to do so. Change your spending habits. You don't think yourself into wealth, you discipline yourself into wealth. Create a budget. Even if it seems like you're budgeting with what's not enough, at least if you make a budget, you'll know how short you are, so where you need to fill gaps. If you only have just enough, at least you'll know when you're making plans to spend more than you have, and you can, not do it. So whatever you're doing, make a budget. Budget will bring discipline. Discipline will create a wealthy lifestyle. Lastly, change the way you dress. If you want to truly transform, that needs to be evident from the inside out. You need to start thinking quality over quantity when it comes to your wardrobe. I'll do another video where I show you how I shop luxury but on a budget, because it's important to know that people always see you first before they hear anything that you say. And if you're going to start showing up in these new spaces, these new places, and presenting yourself as your unstuck self, then you want to make sure that you're showing up properly. What you wear really makes a difference. So yeah, those are 5 tips that really helped me transform my life in just 30 days. Like I said, I promise you, doing these things will literally kickstart you, restart you, jumpstart you towards the life that you really want to have and help you be unstuck. See you in the next video.